I was born in southern Indiana and grew up in Illinois and then bounced around as most of us, or many of us do, according to our father's work. My dream was always to go to New Mexico and teach and paint. I'd had a 30, 40-year love affair with New Mexico that I couldn't shake it. You know, Georgia O'Keeffe said, if you ever go to New Mexico, it'll itch you for the rest of your life. And she was right. In 2008, I started falling. Then I was getting disoriented and a little bit depressed. So I called my mother in Bradenton, and she came up and took one look at me and said, "Oh, honey, I think you've had a stroke." The next morning, she took me to the emergency room, and within 5 minutes, I was in the CAT scan. Within 5 more minutes, Dr. Campanelli, the brain surgeon from Lakeland Regional Hospital, was at my side.
Mom went downhill really rapidly within about a 2-week period, and what was happening was that there was some increasing swelling happening suddenly in her brain. We were already on as much steroids as she could handle. Her hospice nurse said, "I think you're ready for Clarehouse." At that point, my daughter and I came out here to visit it, and I was just blown away. I was just blown away, and I went straight over to Mom's. I took pictures on my cell phone because I knew that the only way to make her feel better was for her to actually get some glimpses of the beauty here. And so I took pictures and I went over there and I sat down and I said, "Mom, this is the new way we're going to think about this. You're going to a spa. It's an absolute spa, and you're not going to have to struggle here anymore."
Definitely not what I thought it would be, and everything far more wonderful. I was terrified because I knew it meant eventually giving up all my possessions. And this is like home.
Being here, having her be safe, taken care of, I really, really felt like I 100% could trust the people here to take care of her. I've never worried. The caregivers who work here are very honestly, they feel like family. They're so comfortable, they're so caring and giving and sweet and real. I know that she feels comfortable asking for what she needs, and that makes me feel really good. And they over and over said, "This is your home, Shelley. Don't feel like you can't ask for what you need." You know, they just kept saying, you know, "This is your home. We want you to be comfortable."
I'm a guest at Clarehouse. Isn't that beautiful? I'm a guest.
I don't feel any dark energy here. It's like an open doorway to light is how I see it. And it's a very clear pathway, it seems like, for people to move through to the light. And so it just feels really good here. It really blows my mind that it exists, and that that this service is here for people, especially for people who, you know, wouldn't be able to afford any other option.
Here I was, destitute, living on Medicaid and food stamps, and no place to go now that I needed 24-hour care, and a place of this caliber, beautiful, that feeds the soul to visit here, let alone live here, and that this be free of charge to help people like me. Oh my. Well, what does one say? You know, people think Mother Teresa fed the poor, but that's not all she did. The most important part of her ministry was not feeding the poor, it was bringing the poor in off the curbs and giving them a dignified place indoors to die. That's really what she did. And I see Clarehouse as continuing Mother Teresa's ministry and providing a place of beauty and dignity for those of us that need that place. to come in off the streets and die.